Hi guys, and Happy New Year's! To kickstart of 2026 videos, I'm going to somewhat continue with the series about me talking about the old childhood channels and shows we used to watch, and what top shows can be good for your kids to enjoy. Since I have done Play as Disney for a while back, I'm going to talk about some of the Disney Junior shows that are on Disney Plus. Now, here's where it gets tricky when it comes to talking about shows around 2010, because I stopped watching the channel due to my age at that time. So I'm pretty much going to start with the shows I have seen before on the block. So unfortunately, not every show you have seen would probably not make it to the list, but I might count them as honorable mentions. Okay, so on Disney Junior pretty much started around February 14, 2011 as a block on Disney Channel until March 23, 2012, it became its own channel. Handy Mandy, Imagination Movers, Special Agent Also, and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse were among the continuation shows that aired on the block, which I talked about on my Play as Disney video. One of the newer shows that aired on the channel was Doc McStuffins that aired on March 23, 2012. This show is about a girl named Dottie McStuffins who wants to be a doctor like her mom. She uses a stethoscope to bring her toys to life and see what toys need to be fixed. This show is good to learn about doctors and how they do their jobs. Season 4 and 5 focus on the toy-like city where Doc works at a hospital. It even crossed over with Pooh Bear. Another good show that I remember watching was Sofia the First that aired on January 11, 2013. Now, Sofia the First is one of those most popular shows on the block. It follows Sofia, who became a princess because of her mom married a king, and she has this necklace that not only talks to animals, but summons past Disney princesses from the movies. Now that's kind of a cool plot for a show, and sooner or later the show begins to have cool character arcs. The show did have a movie that meant to be a pilot for the show, but it's not on Disney Plus. Also, there's a spin-off show called Alina of Avalor that crossed over with Sofia. I haven't seen the show, but it was a cool fun fact to know about. Now, these two next shows are based on their films, kind of like some of the Disney Channel shows were as well. The first one is Jake and the Neverland Pirates that also aired along with Doc on March 23, 2012. This show I know would be fun for your kids. It's about Jake, Izzy, and Cubby with a parrot named Scully live in Neverland on their ship to sail on. And in season 1, they stopped Captain Hook from stealing their stuff. Even though season 1 episodes do feel repetitive, the later seasons do get to where the shows get interesting with character development and cameos from the Peter Pan and the Darlings. The last show to talk about that I only remember watching the pilot was The Lion Guard that aired on November 22nd, 2015. This show, of course, is a continuation of the Lion King franchise, plus a somewhat prequel to Lion King 2. It's about Simba's son Kion, who has this power of roaring, really powerful, that can push bad guy animals away. And he and his friends will sooner or later find out about his uncle Scar, who is a ghost, and he plans to do something very bad. That's basically all I know about the show. I only remember seeing a few episodes, but not the whole show. So that's basically some of the shows I talked about that are popular and watched. For the rest of the shows that I do recall seeing were some of the acquired programmings, along with some original shows too. Knowing I don't have to make this video too long, the honorable mentions of some of these shows I remember seeing would be Chucky-chan, but unfortunately it's not on Disney Plus, and it was once on Netflix, so Amazon Prime would be where you can check it out. However, Netflix does have this show called Aquanauts, which by the way is a very good show. Who knew there were some sea creatures that I never knew existed? There's also Chuckle Junction that's also not on any streaming app except for Apple TV. And I think that wraps up some of the shows I remember seeing. And I know what you're thinking, wait, what about Bluey or Spyro and Amazing Friends alongside spin-off shows? Well, I know I'm a Marvel fan, but I'm not interested in some of those stuff. But when I have kids, perhaps the shows may be fun to watch. Now, I don't know what to say about the rest of the Disney Junior shows that are also on Disney Plus, so that's where you guys may have to see for yourself. And that would do it for this video. What are some of your favorite shows you have seen? Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye!
Disney Junior, Disney Junior, Disney Junior, where the magic begins.
Disney Junior every day on Disney Channel.